Okay, so carrying on from the previous video, this is part 3 of our second method. And now that we can see the untracked items that we've sold during the month, we need to go and get the cost of sales right for these. So we can see that we sold one tricycle in the month of June, and that our profit and loss has only the sale on it and no cost of sales in the month of June. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a production invoice. We go to the sales section and we do a production invoice. And that invoice needs to be at the end of June, and it represents all of the sales in that month. What we do to do that is that we sell all of the components used in those sales. Now, it's quite easy because we only sold one tricycle, but if you sold more, you would just multiply the quantities. So for each aspect, we had one frame, one seat, one wheel large, and two small wheels. Now, as we sell all those, we leave the unit price at 0 and we say approve. So what we're doing here is we're essentially selling in inverted commas these items, and what that'll do is it'll take them out of stock and it'll process the cost of sales. There'll be no additional sales because the unit prices are 0. And as we process that, what we can do is that's a fully paid invoice in the sense that there's actually no value on it. And if we go to the profit and loss, we will see that our cost of sales is now processed correctly. And there it is, 725. Now, if you remember, what makes up that 725 is essentially the amounts of each individual item. The frame we purchased in for 450. The wheel small was purchased in at 50. The wheel big was purchased in at 100, and the seat was purchased in at 75. And that is essentially what makes up our total amount of 725. And you can cross-check that, of course, by going into your inventory and seeing the average cost that Xero has assigned to each item. And that's it for this method.